Welcome back to Three Trials Barbecue. Today we're going to be doing our first trial on that old country Pecos offset to see if I have any real hot spots. So let's get into it. We're going to cut these up into inch cubes. So I'm going to go ahead and cut something along the lines of that. We'll cube them up. All right, so now that you have your mountain of pork belly, we're going to take this, put them in a pan. We're going to go ahead and season them. We're going to be using Meat Church Honey Hog. No binder on this one. And the reason why I put them in a pan is so I can mix them up and it catches some of that rub as well. So we'll go ahead and do this. And so for this one here, we're going to be using Killer Hogs barbecue rub. This one's going to be a little bit more red. Same thing. Put them in a tray. And we're going to go ahead and mix these up. I'll bring you back when I have both of them out here sweating. So we got the Honey Hog and we have the Killer Hogs. Two great rubs. Definitely give them a try. We're going to let this sweat and we'll see you guys outside on that old country Pecos. To start off with, we're doing the 14-inch stack extension. I've also added a probe port for my Inkbird that's Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Here, I've added a water pan, and I've also figured out that the tuning plates, they do reflect the heat from the bottom here. And I don't know if you guys can see that there, but these holes here, these two were super small. When I had the step drill out for the port probe, I ended up making them bigger. This one's actually the smallest one right here, and then it steps up and then it goes to the original size. And then I've also got a gap here on the side and then about an inch gap here. Along with that, we did use a fire brick to insulate the firebox, and so far all that is working well. I've also used a lava lock gasket around here, and that seemed to really tone down the smoke leakage. Next, we'll probably end up putting another gauge. I do have another Tell True gauge, so we may have to drill that in and try to put them closer to the grate. We'll go ahead and let that warm up. Alright, so we're rolling at about 300 degrees, and our temperature says about 381 here at the stack, 360 at the second probe, 314 third, and 261 by the firebox. Let's go ahead and open this. Alright, so we have half of them on. Now we're going to go ahead and put the Meat Church. I hope I have enough room. So I'm going to go ahead and fill them up, and then I'll show you what it looks like. There it is. We have one row here that is meat side down. I have another row here that's meat side down, and then I have another one there that's meat side down. Everything else, it's fat side down. And we'll let it come up to temp, 225 to 300. That's where we want to be at, but I'm shooting for 250, 275 as a sweet spot. So we'll be back. Okay, so it's been an hour and a half. We're rolling at 275. Our probes, they're saying 407 right by the stack, so that's running hot. 356 is our second one, 298 our third, and 347 is our last probe. So let's give it a check. All right, so it looks like because the stack side is running pretty hot, it's actually, you could tell the difference. It's just a simple 50-50 mixture of water and apple juice. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start swapping these. That way they cook even. So there we got the pork belly. The one that was running hotter is now on the right side. We're gonna go ahead and run this for another hour, and then we'll come back and check on these, because these do have a little bit of burnt crust to them, but hopefully it's not too bad. So we'll see you guys in about an hour. All right, everyone, 2.5 hours of smoke, and it's been a battle. So the temperature gauges right now, they're behaving for you guys. The stack is 302, the second is 294, 312, and 303, and we're basically about 260. So if we go back to the tuning plates and being 50 degrees difference between there and the grates, this is true. But today I've been battling it all day. I've been running um, around 275, 300 all day, and it's just been a swing between 225 and 300. So let's go ahead and take a look. Look at them right there. So earlier I had to make an adjustment and swap the pork belly that was here to here, because as you can see they were a little burnt because it was running so hot by the flue. I ended up moving this tuning plate closer to the stack to cover it, and that seemed to level it out. And I also brought this one here, this tuning plate, about a quarter to a half inch closer as well. So let's go ahead and check temperature. These are super soft. 203, 205, okay. We'll do another. Oh yeah, this is butter. 210. Then we'll do one more here. 212. Okay. So they're pretty much done. I'm gonna take them out, and we're going to wrap them up. We'll throw a split on so it can start heating up. And at this point, I don't care if it goes to 300, because all we want it to do is braise. So there it is. A little bit on the burnt side. Maybe we'll trim some of that. Let's go ahead and take them inside, and we'll wrap them. So on these, they had some burnt edges, and I basically just cut some of these edges off and just made them a little bit more softer because these were on the burnt side. So we're going to start with putting a little bit of brown sugar. Do it to your liking. We're going to put some honey. And then we're going to put a stick of butter, 1 stick of butter per tray. Don't overdo it just because these already have plenty of fat. We're going to go ahead and cover these up. And we're going to go ahead and throw them back on the smoker. All right, we're rolling at 300. We're going to let that go for about an hour. And then we'll throw some barbecue sauce on them and we'll try them out. All right, so it's been an hour and 15 minutes. Awesome. All I'm going to do is add a little bit of barbecue sauce and toss them around. Using that Kender's. So we're going to let them go for 15 minutes. And then we'll finish them off and give them a try. 4 hours later, we're finally done. We did run hot today. It was hard to maintain the temperature for some reason. I was getting hot on the stack side. And so when I originally put them on, these ended up getting a little bit too crispy. So I had to trim a little bit. But we're going to give a couple of these a try. I can tell they're a little on the hard side. They're softer, but they got a little bit of heat from the bottom. And I think that's because of the tuning plates. I'm going to go ahead and try one of the killer hogs. This seems like a soft enough bite, so let's give it a try. Delicious. The fat was still soft. It had a little bit of crust on the outside. Not too bad. I want to try another one. I want to try this meat church. That meat church one was perfect. Definitely not bad, but it is a learning lesson with those tuning plates and also with the temperature. Like I said, this is my first trial. These killer hog ones are good, but they do have a little bit of burnt to them. These, on the other hand, these are exactly what the doctor ordered. So we're going to go ahead and enjoy both of these. I'm going to take a couple draft picks from these. And if you haven't hit them likes or subscribe, please do. And we'll see you guys on the next one.